to give, okay? You guys see the title, okay? And it has to do with the light workers, okay? And light workers encompass many types of beings, if that makes sense. So as a light worker, you're not just one thing, you're many things. And your purpose and mission is to align you with who you are at your core. We're going to understand the core so that way you can maneuver your purpose in this 3D reality, right? Because again, we are connecting, we are the bridge, right? We are the as above, and we are called to make that reflect so below. And so now it's another ascension, okay? Now other star seeds, other light workers are being called to rise, are being called to ascend, because your presence is necessary in this world. And when I say we're not just talking about tarot readers, this is where it comes into the real and true of you guys that are here to truly lift the vibration of the collective. And we hear that a lot, right? I'm here to do this, I'm here to do that, but there's a calling here. All right? I have the Hierophant, the Judgment, the Devil reversed, the Ace of Swords, the High Priestess. So I literally have the High Priestess and the Hierophant with the Ace of Swords, Judgment, Devil in reverse. And so for this message, all right, we know that the devil talks about, let's see if I can flip this around so I can show you guys the cards. Okay, so we know that the devil talks about the 3D reality, right? Things that we can touch, finances, possessions, right? Things we own. That is Capricorn energy. That is earth energy. That is tangible. That is that pentacle. So you know how we see the pentacles in tarot? That is Capricorn energy. That's money. That's just finances, energy, okay? So we are being called to move out of this space. Light workers, listen to this message. This is a call to activate because there's a call to action. So we're being moved out of this energy, okay? And I feel like this full moon that we just had in Gemini, understand communication, okay? Understand why all of this communication from spirit has been so profound, so eye-opening. A lot of chosen beings are having towers, but in a good way, because a lot of chosen beings were stuck in a mindset, a pattern, a set routine that spirit's been trying to shake you out of, right? But you've kind of been clinging on to an old paradigm, right? An old story, an old cycle. So right now what's coming in is the Most High is coming in with this full moon, right? Because y'all been manifesting. Y'all been manifesting, clarity through the negativity. You guys have been manifesting transmutation of this energy. And so as you asked, it's in reverse. It's gone. With that being said, at first I didn't get this message. This is how I know it's a call. This is a spiritual call. These are two completely different energies. So the devil is Capricorn energy, which is the world, right? But the Hierophant is 5D energy, which is spiritual. So when I say light workers, you guys are being called to ascend. You guys are being called to a new frequency, a new dimension. There's a purpose here, okay? And the truth is for you guys that this is something that you have been chosen and destined to do. Now, this message is going to resonate for those of you guys who know that you're starseeds, okay? You must first know that you're a starseed. You must know that there is a seed within you. There's a seed at your core, okay? And that seed is what is moving you forward, okay? That seed is what is giving you the illumination. As you continue to heal, Ace of Cups, and water, wow, I didn't even realize I had it there. As you continue to heal, Ace of Cups, and water that seed, it will continue to grow, okay? So, Judgment talks about a spiritual call. It's time for all of us spiritual beings, especially light workers, to wake up to the truth of this journey and why you're on it. Twin flames is one thing. We have many missions, purposes, paths. Once you come into union with your twin, your path changes again. And now you are called to one, you uplifted yourself, right? You uplifted your connection. Now it's time to uplift the world. This is why I say this is bigger than us chosen beings. We're called to do certain things. I said you guys are called to receive certain keys that only healing will bring. You understand? Y'all been calling on your ancestors. They're here. They're here to tell you your mission. I heard Starseed activation. This energy is gone because we're not focused on this no more. See, we're taking our energy off of the devil, who is 3D, right? We understand devil energy. It's only on this plane. It's not in the 5D. You see what I'm saying? Okay. We can see devil energy in our 3D reality. We can see this more easily than we can see 5D energy in our reality, but that's not where we're supposed to be. You see the timing? We're off. We're behind time. There's missions that we have that we're supposed to fulfill. Okay? And this 5 is talking about a change. So the old way of doing things, spiritual beings, has to change now because more beings are evolving and stepping into a higher frequency, 5D. We're moving away from the 3. You understand? Okay. I hope you get it. One sec. Okay, so this message is not going to resonate for everyone, but the true light workers, I think you've been waiting for this call, waiting for your purpose to expand. It's here, okay? So continue to listen to your intuition. Divine masculines and divine feminines, this is you now. Empress and emperor, okay? You had to harness those energies in your 3D reality, right? Okay, that was 3D you. So as you ascend, now you guys are becoming, or you are seen in the spiritual realm because you are now in 5D energy. You don't resonate with the 3D anymore. That was part of the plan for you to ascend, to trust your gifts. Feminine, masculine, masculine, feminine. To go back between the two, balance things out, and realize where you stand in this whole thing. See what I'm saying? It's bigger than just what a lot of people are speaking on. Spiritual counterparts. I'm seeing something here with, I saw 3, but there's 4 birds. Power of 3. Hearing a lot about ancestors right now coming through strongly. Strongly. Yeah, wow. That's crazy. I said ancestors are coming through strongly right now, and they're clarifying this message. 10 of Pentacles. It's time to do what y'all were called to do and go around and spread this everywhere. You see this cup that you have right here? You see this cup of healing that you have, light beings, light workers, earth angels? The cup that you have to offer that comes straight from the divine? It's really necessary right now. This same cup that's right here is one of the cups that your ancestors gave you. So no, you never lack. You see how there are 2 cups here? You have the other one. This is how you communicate with spirit. They have some messages they want to give you. They pour into you, you pour into them. Y'all need to start opening up, tapping in, and listening. I feel like this message is mainly for divine feminines. A lot of divine feminines out there have this purpose. And this purpose is to literally, you see the bird, right? Be above your situations. See the higher side of your situations. People won't understand your purpose and calling. They're not meant to. We always hear that quote about, your purpose, your calling wasn't a conference call, right? Divine feminines, empresses out there. Keep doing what you're being guided to do. Keep rising above. Keep looking down at your abundance. And your abundance is what? It's everywhere. It's all over. What you have is what you're called to bring. Bring it forward. On behalf of all people in the collective that need this healing from you right now, Divine Feminine. We're moving away from certain things and stepping into certain other things, okay? So let me get the channel message. This is just a message for starseeds, light workers, healers. It's time to really tap in and understand why you have these gifts, what you're being called to do right now with them, okay? There's some science mixed in here. There's some history mixed in here. Okay, I was learning today, as we all know, I'm from the Syrian, y'all know Sirius. Bitch, I'm a star, I'm serious, I'm at the top of the pyramid. There's a reason I'm saying that. Something with pyramids in Egypt, okay? So there's a lot of learning that's going on here. Sirius, the star, okay? Pyramids, Egypt. Starseeds. I don't know where you're from, what constellation you are from. That's for you to learn. And this is the time why I'm speaking on it now, because it's becoming available to you. This has a lot to do with your spiritual blueprint, okay? Your spiritual identity. And the more you ascend, the harder it's going to be for people to do anything, honestly, because you're here for something. You understand? And we talked earlier about that security clearance, 1111. You have a security clearance from the divine that says you are called to do something. As soon as you step into that, all other things kind of have to take a back seat. They have to bow, because the Most High said, okay, I asked, you answered, you chose, now I got you. So you guys got to go into this with full faith. This is what this is. Faith beyond understanding. This is knowing in your heart space, in your core, that you're really here to help the world. Knowing that, everything that you have done up until this point has led you to a space where you now have the energy within you to place in the world, right? We go through so much. We have to heal so much as healers and as light workers, and we got to go through the dark. This is the thing. Light workers go through more dark because they have to be the light. And it takes so long for them to come out of that Nine of Swords, dark night of the soul, because they have to realize the light they're seeking is already seated 1212 within them. And as soon as you guys learn that fact about that light that is seated within you, you learn about your spiritual blueprint. And as soon as you learn about your blueprint, you begin to rise and ascend out of the things, the strongholds, the shackles, the 3D reality has set for us. Because we're able to see that, nah, we don't resonate with that. That's not who we are. You understand? Okay. Earth angels, starseeds, light workers, okay? It's time to activate your light codes, okay? And maybe this message will do it. The mission is still the mission. At this time, starseeds are being called home. You are immortal, and it's why you're able to travel multiple worlds and galaxies, okay? The shifting in our collective, you know how we talk about those shifts, okay? The shifting in our collective has to do with the tectonic shift, the plates, okay? This is what happens when the plates move, the shifting that happens in the world, the foundation of the world. So we keep talking about this having a firm foundation, right? Now, let's take that deeper. The foundation of the world is shifting, literal, the plates. Literal, when they go up underneath each other, right? And when they rub against each other, there are crystals that are formed, right? And those crystals remain at the core, right, of the earth. So what is happening as the shifts occur, right? And the crystals are within the earth's core, right? Let's flow with me. We have light, correct, which reflects off of the crystals, correct? You guys are light beings who pick up the energy of light from literally the core of the earth. The earth is magnetized. You understand? This is why we keep talking about frequency and how important it is, because you guys got to understand, greater that is in you than in the world, right? So it's crazy. We're like literal mirrors, and it's crazy when you think about it. Just think about what I just said, okay? I'm going to read what I wrote. Okay. You are immortal, and it's why you are able to travel multiple worlds and galaxies. The shifting in our collective has to do with the tectonic shift. This is what happens when the plates move. As the plates move, they leave behind crystals. If you are connected to the crystal grid, okay, starseeds, light workers, you can feel these shifts, okay? All of the crystals remaining are like the seeds of light. Now, I told you about that seed. If you have a connection to crystals, there's something called a crystalline child, okay? We have indigo children. We have all different types of, spiritual beings that are here. So there's more than you just being one thing. You're more than just a divine feminine. You're more than an earth angel. You have many different subcategories. Okay. So some of you guys may be crystalline children, is what they're called, or crystal children. And you just are more connected to Mother Nature, the globe, the world, because of what is within you. This is within your structure, your DNA. There's a lot of this 12-strand DNA thing going on for spiritual beings to learn and understand what that means. How this crystal grid that is an invisible grid in our atmosphere is a real grid that sends out into the world frequencies, right? And receives them. So as a light worker, we are here to change the frequency, literal. We align with the frequency of the universe because the universe seed is within us. Okay. This is why we are called to be light bringers, light workers. Okay. All of the crystal, okay, we don't always know it, but we are constantly being exposed to crystalline materials. It's actually what's at the core, like I said, of the earth. The magnetic composition is what attracts us to the light. With that being said, you are being called to connect with your Starseed family. Each enlightened being has a purpose, earth angel, light worker. Okay? Yours is to uplift the vibration of the earth. It's why you're drawn, like I said, to crystals. Your connection to them is at your core. The seed of life is you. You are the true alchemist. It's time to tap into your true earth angel light worker gifts. There are people who need what only you can do. Some of you may feel called to travel to different spaces, locations that hold. Now, you're going to be called to travel, right? And now we know we're spiritual beings, so that doesn't always mean getting in the car and going somewhere. We can sit here right now and we can travel to, Egypt, and I can tell you about something in Egypt. Like, travel for us is not like travel for regular people, okay? Let's just get that straight. Not everybody has money to go travel the world, but you guys, this is what your gifts and your calling and your purpose has made you, a very worldly person without having to go anywhere. You see? Okay. So, it's time. Okay. There are people who need what only you can do. Some of you may feel called to travel to different spaces that hold negative energy from the past to transmute it to love, light, because this is the age of light, right? And love is light. And we are earth angels here to realize that love is the highest vibration of all. Now, with that being said, now look at everything we went through in the past where we were saying love is the highest vibration of all, but we were putting out everything other than love because of what the world was throwing at us. We were angry, we were upset, we were regretful. Some of us were depressed. Some of us had many, many things going on, and we were just in a certain space, but that's what we were putting out. Even when we tried our hardest not to, the universe picks up our frequency. So if that's the case, and we have the power, light workers, earth angels, starseeds, to change the frequency of the world, actually, okay? We had all of us, all the collective of true ones that were being some type of way misled into believing that our gifts stopped at serving people. And this is why a lot of us were stuck in a space where we felt trapped. We have these big, huge purposes, and we're like, we're only supposed to be flipping cards, like, we're only supposed to be helping people and putting ourselves out there. No. This is the good part. You went through like the spiritual boot camp. You went through the training to understand what it was all for. Okay? Now, when I say about some of you guys are going to be called to travel to certain spaces that hold negative energy, what I say this is to say, okay, it should make sense. But if there is a space that, let's just say a war happened somewhere, right? And this is coming from your star family, right? Wherever you come from. And there was a war at a certain period of time. And I say you're being called home. So you're going to get lots of downloads and communication from your constellation, wherever you come from, star family. Okay? I said star family. That's different. I ain't never said that. Like that. I'm calling y'all star family now. So I know I'm talking to starseeds. You're going to be called home, and you're going to be called to see some things. And now the reason it's going to be you is because you're the only one to do it. We talk about that spiritual blueprint. You're the only one enlightened enough, awakened enough, clear enough in your purpose. Whoever you are, there are many yous out there. It's not just one person. Okay, it's not meant to be one person. This is a global thing here. Okay, so you guys are just in this space where you feel like, damn, I'm not reaching what I want to reach. I don't feel the effects of my work. I'm putting out love, 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 and I'm still getting hate, 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 whatever. Okay, you're getting the opposite of what you want because you're not. Now we are ascended. And now we have to do more for confirmation. We need to do more for the universe to receive more from it. Get it? Okay. So let me see. Because think about it. Everything we went through, the universe protected us. The universe cleared out blockages. The universe transmuted the negative energy. The universe gave us new opportunities. So now that we're in our new, it only makes sense that we must now show and prove that what the universe gave us was rightfully ours. And how do we prove that? By when the universe calls and says, yo, we need you to ascend. We need you because the world is literally on the brink of going through some of the worst times they've experienced. You're being called to action. Only the real is going to rise. I'm just saying, okay? Let me see. And these negative spaces that hold this negative energy, they need to be transmuted. They need to be cleared out. And you don't physically have to go to these spaces, but if you're in your meditation and your ancestors give you something, a space, a place, and they show you something that occurred in that space, they're actually asking you, can you clear that energy? Can you remove that negative energy from that city, from that community? They're asking you to do something greater that you might not be able to understand in the moment, but it's your purpose. Some people don't realize that your energy alone, just walking into a room, lifts the vibration. Some of y'all be wondering why you be put in the worst situations and circumstances. It's because your energy is the only one that can uplift it and change that. Some of y'all are in, like I said, communities, situations, or cities, towns, wherever, where they're all coming against you, or it's all negative all around you, and you're the only light being in that area. There's a reason that you were called to be in that space. And while it may be hard, you're never alone. There's a bigger purpose. There's a bigger plan. Energy here is what we're trying to restore. You see? Okay. Hoping that makes sense. Okay. So, let me see. You travel through many dimensions many times a day. So, Lightworkers, you're being called home to get the keys to your, what is this? To your territory. Okay? Something here about territory as well. Like I said, I'm a Syrian starseed. I come from Sirius. Okay? My ancestors, they're Egyptian. I work with the pyramids. I'm a grand trine. So pyramids definitely give me that energy of manifestation and power. You see what I'm saying? So I know that there is something here. And with this full moon in Gemini and that Aries energy, it's just making me very passionate about getting this out to people who feel called to do something more. It's not always what we think. There's much more. There are many sides to the spiritual journey and path, okay? And it's all about, if you're at this place, it's all because you did the work to ascend, to now be a literal, universal support. You get what I'm saying? And if you are a universal support, anything that is going against the universal order is going against you. So you don't have to worry about the negativity of the world, you get it? Because you are now in a different dimension. Okay. It's all about us changing the way we see things. This is your position, and it's protected by all forces from all forces. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. People carry the energy they soak in. So it's time to take it beyond those people and transmute the negativity so less people are able to consume it. You get it? Each one teach one. If we have the power, right, to change the vibration of a space, that means we have the power to change the vibration of the people within that space. So we are upset about people who are negative, right? But see it from a higher side. I'm sure these people don't want to be negative either. I'm sure these people hate their situations as well. So what we're being called to do is see it from a higher perspective and say, okay, it's not the person. This person just doesn't know how to observe, not absorb. So if that's the case, I guess I'm being called to go into this space and clear out the energy so it's no longer capable of being absorbed. Do you get it? Okay. Do your spiritual homework. That's pretty much it. That's the message. So this was the Starseed Lightworker Earth Angel message, okay? I'm gonna get one more card out this deck just to clarify this message, not that I need to. But that's what I got, and it's time. It's time for many of us to realize what it's truly about. This is what it's truly about, Divine Feminines. This is what your mission and purpose and path is truly about. Why you had to be in the dark, why you had to deal with the devil energy so that you could rise above it, 5D energy. This is spiritual. This 10 of Pentacles now is no longer the 3D reality. This 10 of Pentacles is your spiritual inheritance. Didn't we talk about that? So you let go, you sacrificed the way the toxicity was in your 3D reality, and you ascended to your 5D reality, and now you're receiving 10 of Pentacles from your ancestors. You're getting healed, you're healing, you're calling judgment, judgment's being called on you. You're being guided down the right path. You're being guided. Continue to listen to your intuition. You're here to remove the veil. Understand what that means. High priestesses, real high priestesses that know why you have these gifts. You're not here to continue the veil. You're here to remove the veil and allow people to understand and realize that they have a choice. They have a choice as to what path they take, as to where they want to start their new adventure, their new life, or how. Knowing the things from our past has led us to this new beginning to be able to make the proper choice for ourselves, knowing that choice affects all those around us. And maybe we'll get it right this time. That's what the Most High said, not me. Maybe we'll get it right this time. Maybe this time, with this message, more people will be able to be positive and passionate about peace, because this is where it's going. The old readings are no longer going to resonate for a lot of spiritual beings, because you're tired. You've been wanting new, fresh energy. Y'all got to put the energy into the collective that you want to receive. It's time, Starseeds. It's time, Lightworkers, to really harness the blueprint, harness the spiritual codes that you're receiving, the symbols. There's a reason you're seeing the things you're seeing. Things are being connected. You're connected to all that is. So get the signs. Let go of, feeling like you don't have what it takes. You're being told in this moment you have all that you need. You have all the tools at your disposal. I never saw this Queen of Wands like the Magician, but it's making me think of the Magician card for some reason. In a high vibration. Use your magic for good. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. And this is why you're the true hermit. The hermit in its traditional meaning is someone, they don't like that. They don't like that I'm telling the truth. The Seven of Swords is in reverse because I'm telling the truth about what the journey is about for y'all right now. And the High Priestess bringing the truth. They don't like that. They want y'all to be stuck in the 3D reality, worried about drama, bullshit, and nothing. Hermit mode is here, okay? Which says that this is the card for you guys right now. Go within. You see that lantern? You see that star down there? There's a star in the original lantern of the Hermit card. But in this card, the star is down the bottom in the corner. You guys have the lamp. You guys are meant to light the way. You guys are meant to be the star. You guys are meant to be healed. Stars shine. They're bright. Just like the sun, which is what? The light codes that you're meant to receive to bring all this into balance. Hermits are truly not in this world. A true hermit is not in this world. A true hermit sees what's going on in the world, but has some type of innate knowledge or wisdom to know that they have to change something within the world. So the hermit is always on the outside, in a way, looking in. You get what I'm saying? Whether that be with yourself, hermit mode, or others. The hermit is someone who watches, sees how things go, and makes adjustments accordingly. Right now, you guys are learning some things. There's some gems and some jewels in your solitude. Use them for you and the collective. Only you get these messages, hermit. You are the real ones, okay? Don't worry about the other people that aren't talking about what you're talking about. Things are changing. And if you guys are on the right side of this karma, you guys are on the right side of this wheel, about to get really, really good for y'all. Continue to stand in your purpose. Continue to stand in your purpose, because your purpose is opening up even more. Have a good one. Happy full moon. Manifest wisely.